Hi, welcome to Cheeky Richo Cooking's Cauliflower Soup. This is a low carb dish. It actually features on the 2-day diet. I'm going to be actually cooking it in the Tefal Cook4Me because it is just so fast and easy to do. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. This is a double portion and this is supposed to make enough soup for 2 generous serves. It is also suitable to freeze. You can pimp it with other things if you like, if you have non-dieters in your home, but it is also a very delicious, hearty, low-carb, healthy, economical soup. First thing we're going to do is set our Tefal Cook4Me to the manual function and the browning function. Adding our oil, just using rapeseed oil here. You could use olive oil, you could use ghee. We're sitting in our leeks. Now we have sliced the leeks in half, washed them thoroughly, then sliced them. And that way you get all of the grit from in between all of the leaves. If you wash it after you slice it, you're going to lose a lot of flavour. So cut it in half, rinse out the leaves, then slice it. It's got lots of texture and not too much water. That's a whole leek there. It's going in with our oil with a good pinch of freshly cracked pepper. Couple of cloves of garlic. I'm going to blitz this later, so I've just cut them into halves. We just want it to become translucent. We don't want it to brown. We've got some low sodium vegetable stock here and some low fat milk, which is going to be used to achieve the desired consistency at that point. Now I'm going to show you this funky little thing I've got. While that's just doing its thing, I have this bowl. Okay, this bowl is removable and you can use it to measure things and whatnot. It already has the graduations in the side there. I don't know, can you see that? But check this out. It's got this function, which isn't going to work because I'm holding it off the bench. It's got to be on a flat surface. You can just turn it on and it goes into cups. You can then convert it to grams, pounds and ounces. It's just a really handy thing. It does the conversion for you. International cooking scale. And you can mix in it and then you just tip your vegetables or whatever you're measuring out. It's got a pouring section, so you can, if you're making cupcakes, you can actually pour it. Pancake batter, whatever. What a fantastic invention. Got it off eBay, not very expensive. And for all our international viewers, you might find that to be quite a handy little gadget to have in your kitchen. Stainless steel, take it out, pop that straight into the dishwasher because it's just got no lips or anything like that on it. And I'll show you the bottom of it when it's done. It's really quite seamless inside, so it's very, very easy to clean. And as I say, the graduations are actually etched into it, so they shouldn't wash off. Just a handy little thing I thought you might be interested in. Now this isn't in the recipe, but I happen to really love the taste of parsley. And we've just got some flat leaf parsley, a couple of stems out of our little herb garden. We're going to sprinkle this on top for garnishing. If you don't like parsley, you could use mint. You could put curry in this if you wanted to. If you're not dieting, you could add a little bit of protein to it. You could sprinkle some smoked salmon on the top of it, or maybe crumble some cooked bacon that's just come off the barbecue. We're going to chop that into little pieces. You can pop that on top as well, and that just gives it a delicious flavour and a little bit more interest. Okay, so it's starting to brown now. We're going to just pop our cauliflower in there. And you can see that's quite smooth inside. Give this a stir around. We don't want this to brown. Don't worry about chopping it up really fine. You don't need to do that. Once it's cooked, we're going to just hit it with a stick blender. It'll be nice and smooth and creamy. If you are vegan, you don't have to use the milk. You can actually use a teaspoon or 2 of nutritional yeast. You will still have a nice, cheesy, tasty flavour. Nice and creamy without the addition of any animal products. We're using vegetable stock, so I think you find this is really quite an interesting and tasty thing. You could put croutons on top of it if you want to. You could put a bit of crumbled up almond meal on top of it, maybe some chopped toasted nut, gremolata, anything really. Cauliflower is quite a bland vegetable on its own, and so it's going to accept all the flavours from this leek. And now we are just going to pop in our vegetable stock, give it a stir, close the lid, put it onto the quick cook function and cook it for 10 minutes. Like, it's super fast. Off it goes. Okay, after 10 minutes, this is what you should have. Try not to steam you up too much. Woohoo, look at that. Okay, now we're going to put it onto the browning function, and the reason that we're going to do that is because we want to reduce some of this fluid. So manual to browning, and that will boil away and reduce some of that fluid. And you can see this is really, really quite soft. If you don't have a stab blender, or if you don't want to pour it into a blender, and be very careful doing that because this is very, very hot. As you blitz it, it's going to expand. So I'm going to use a stab blender, but you could actually use a sieve. This is so soft, it would just push through a sieve. So we're just going to reduce this down a little bit. You can see how really soft it is. Looking a little bit like dirty dishwater at the moment, but trust me, this is going to come together and be divine. Okay, after about 15 minutes of bubbling away like the witches in Macbeth, this is what you should have. It's really quite reduced now. We've just got our little stab blender. Leave it running, doesn't matter much. And we're just going to gently, without damaging the non-stick surface, blitz it. That'll make it lovely and creamy. We're going to add milk until we get the right consistency and it's ready to serve. So just dribble your milk in while it's cooking. Thick or as thin as you like. Okay, with all of our milk added, it's still blooping away. It's boiling hot, nice and fluffy, nice and smooth. We're just going to serve it now. It smells really nice. Test it for seasoning. If you needed to add any salt or extra pepper, you could add some cayenne if you like. You could add some smoky paprika. And look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. It smells divine. Very healthy. Low fat. Hasn't stuck at all, just scoop down the sides there and look at that, thick and rich and hearty. You're going to have no trouble whatsoever getting that bacon to sit on top of that or any other little mix-ins you might like to add. Hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration of Cheeky Richo's cauliflower soup made in the T-Fill Cook4Me using the 2-day diet recipe book. If you'd like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo cooking channel. Don't forget to please subscribe and do come back and visit us again soon. If you enjoyed this recipe, make sure you subscribe. We've got lots more videos to show you and we're uploading videos on a regular basis. Thanks for watching. And it makes a lot, really makes a lot. This is a huge bowl full and this is one meal apparently. If you can get through it, that is. Yum. It's a great handle on the side of the T-Fill Cook4Me too. You can actually hold it with one hand and decant your food with the other. These are massive bowls and I'm going to have trouble fitting that all in. And as you can see, nothing stuck. Okay, we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of our parsley on top, some of our barbecued bacon. Look, it's just going to sit there. It's not going anywhere. It's amazing. How thick and rich and hearty is that? Now a little sprinkle of our smoky paprika. The only thing better than bacon is smoky bacon. There you go. Yummity-o. Thanks for watching. Have a little taste, shall we? Cheeky Richo's low carb 2-day diet cauliflower soup. Look how thick it is. Honestly, it's amazing. So creamy. Why is it so creamy? Yum. Check that out. Spoon stains up in it. Yum.